boys and girls. So, last week you guys read several stories that were different versions of the Three Little Pigs. Well, I decided to share some other books that I have that are other versions that we won't get to read this year because of remote learning. The title of this book is The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. This story is written by Ken Geist and Julia Gordon is the illustrator. As we read, I want you to think about how this book is the same and how it's different from the other versions we've already read. The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark by Ken Geist, illustrated by Julia Gordon. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. "It is now time," said the mama, "for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea." So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed. "Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house?" "Take as much as you can carry," said the seahorse. Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house. So the first little fish has made his house out of seaweed. Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in." The little fish trembled and replied, "Not by the skin of my finny fin fin." "Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in," roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched and he ate up every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. So the first little fish, Jim, survived the shark attack. Soon Jim found his brother Tim and said, "Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house." Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in." To which the brave little fish replied, "Not by the skin of my finny fin fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in," roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam. Until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. "The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't worry, you can live with me," said Kim. And they did. So Kim here is the only girl of the family. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door. Little fish, let me come in." To which the smart fish replied, "Not by the hair of my Not by the skin of my finny fin fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in," roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and crunched, but he could not smash the house in, and all his teeth fell out. fish for safe at last. And now that shark is 4C seaweed because he has no teeth. Boys and girls, through the story, I hope you were able to find some similarities and differences from this version of the Three Little Pigs compared to the other versions that we've already read.